In November 2010, voters authorized the Washington Elementary School District, WESD, to sell $65 million in school improvement bonds. To date, $35.5 million in bonds have been sold. The remaining $25.5 million are slated to be sold in 2016. School improvement bonds provide WSD the main source of funding to keep buildings safe and in good working condition. Bonds are a funding mechanism sanctioned by Arizona statute that enables a school district to incur debt to finance the acquisition or lease of sites, construction or renovation of school buildings, improvement in school grounds and district facilities, and or the purchase of vehicles for student transportation. Principal and interest on the debt is repaid over time through residential and business property taxes. Our community entrusts WSD to responsibly manage our fiscal resources. We are committed to doing so with integrity and transparency. This video provides an update regarding the status of the 2010 bond expenditures for planned facility capital projects. WESD's 2010 bond proposal specified that funds would be used for the following capital improvements in the district: renovation and construction of school buildings, site improvements at schools, purchase of pupil transportation vehicles, parking lot and roof work at the administration center, roof repair and replacement at the operations facility. Have funds been used as indicated? Yes, with two caveats. First, some additional projects were completed to address student safety issues. Door hardware was upgraded and redesigned at 18 sites at an additional cost of over $2 million. Failing intercom and sound systems at several sites needed to be replaced during fiscal year 2015 at an unanticipated cost of over $1 million. Second, the scope and the resulting cost of some planned projects increased due to unforeseen circumstances. Sweetwater School's parking lot and bus bay project required the installation of additional on-site underground storm water storage, which increased the project by $600,000. In designing a solution to effectively address the serious parking and traffic circulation concerns at Roadrunner Elementary, it was determined that portables would have to be demolished and classrooms relocated to a new building at an additional cost of over $3 million. HVAC, student drop-off, and restroom renovation projects at Sunburst Elementary expanded in scope as a result of system condition changes and safety issues at an additional cost of nearly $3 million. 2010 bond projects that have been completed include special system projects such as audio-visual sound systems, intercoms, fire and intrusion systems at 11 schools at a cost of $1.35 million. Safety and security projects including fencing, replacing door hardware, and exterior lighting at 13 schools at a cost of $3.75 million. Site improvement projects including parking lots, concrete work, landscaping at 14 schools at a cost of $4.56 million. Building projects including HVAC, roofing, flooring, electrical, windows, renovations, and new construction at 25 schools at a cost of $25.28 million. And the purchase of school buses at a cost of $3.07 million. Let's take a closer look at these projects. Many Acacia Elementary parents drop off and pick up their children at school. This project reconfigured the traffic flow and student pickup areas for better utility for parents, staff, and students. At Royal Palm Middle School, old windows were replaced with new, energy-efficient windows. At Sunset Elementary, fencing and the front entrance was reconfigured, and pavers were installed in the amphitheater area. Lookout Mountain Elementary was rebuilt on the same site as the old school while students continued to attend. 2010 bond projects that are currently in progress include major renovation, roofing, parking, and traffic flow projects at Roadrunner Elementary, budgeted at $5 million. Renovation, HVAC, roofing, parking lot redesign, irrigation upgrade, and playground projects at Sunburst Elementary, budgeted at $5 million. Flooring replacement projects at Orangewood, Moon Mountain, and Lakeview Elementary, budgeted at $1 million. The total cost of the 2010 bond projects that have been completed or are in progress is $49 million. Other funding contributed only $3.8 million towards that total, when $7 million in other funding had been anticipated. $19.8 million of the 2010 bond remains. However, the cost of the outstanding 2010 bond projects and the bond issuance fees is $21.6 million. As we look ahead, it is evident that some planned projects may need to be delayed in light of funding limitations. Also, the scope of some planned projects may need to be altered to meet the changing needs of aging facilities. Currently, 9 WESD schools are over 30 years old, and 17 schools are more than 40 years old. The average age of the school buildings in the district is 40 years. With that in mind, it is anticipated that some schools will soon require extensive work. Some may need to be rebuilt. Because of drastically reduced capital funding by the state of Arizona, over $40 million since 2009, Arizona school districts are challenged to keep buildings in safe and in good working condition. With limited state funding for capital, WESD has pursued other funding sources to meet short-term capital needs. The district has applied and received for over $100,000 in AZ building renewal grants, as well as school safety grant for over $100,000. We have received utility company rebates for energy-saving projects, and we have installed energy savings equipment, including lighting, HVAC, plumbing, and irrigation. This equipment is paid for through the energy savings realized. We have been the grateful beneficiary of various community group volunteer projects that have helped meet the minor site and building needs. Our teachers have pursued small project funding through Donors Choose. Nevertheless, these funding efforts cannot begin to address the over $90 million in facility needs that have recently been identified across the district. For this reason, we are currently evaluating the possibility of asking voters to approve additional bonding.